Also, it doesn't help that we're filming this at 11:30 at night.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Callie.
And I'm Bean.
And we are going to be going through all of our prompts for our fall-time readathon again this year. We decided to host it again because you can still read while inside.
And I know some of you probably remember we did this last year and we had a great time, and we kind of changed a couple of the prompts around, and we're just trying to keep it interesting. So
we haven't quite figured out what each of us are reading for the month of October. Our readathon goes from October 1st until Halloween night. So we have a whole month. We have 7 prompts for you, so we're going to go through all of the prompts and some maybe potential ideas, or at least ideas some of like we are thinking about. So the first one is our October Serpent and Badger book club pick, which is The 10th Girl by Sara. This is supposed to be a psychological thriller meets haunted house, which is perfect for October. And it's actually a relatively long book for a horror story, I guess.
for YA horror, it's pretty long.
Yeah, usually they're like that big. So I'm pretty excited. And I haven't heard a ton. Unfortunately, what I have heard has not been great, but I haven't heard a ton about it. I'm still excited to read it.
And I'm
always in for a spooky book.
And I'm a sucker for haunted house books, so not gonna say no to that one.
Pretty much.
So the second prompt that we have is to read a book with a magical school. Now this can be any sort of magical school, from like one set in the real world to one set in a fantastical world as well. So some of the ideas we have, other than the obvious, would be The School for Good and Evil would be a great series to read, or one of the books to read during this, for this prompt. Obviously, this is a readathon that you can kind of make your own rules to, but a book like Skyward, where it's a sci-fi book, but it still takes place at an academy, that'll count. No worries.
We'll count it. We won't fault you for it.
No. No hate here.
The next one is another kind of ambiguous one, and that is to read a book at night. We don't want to, I really enjoy reading by moonlight with, obviously other lights, but I just think it's very atmospheric, especially in the spooky season. My, ideal is rain and night. So I'm happy as a clam, during that time. So really any book, just read the entire thing at night.
And any of these books can be super short or super long. So again, there's really no solid, you have to read this. We have one book that we want you guys to try and read, and we'll read it too, so that's all we really require. Okay, so the next one is one that I'm actually pretty excited about, and it is to read a book that features a magical creature. Now, this can be anything from a dragon, which... Go read dragon books, guys. They're amazing.
Dragon books are great.
They are. Or you can read about, a phoenix or anything like that as well, so.
I know I'm looking at a book that features a phoenix, and that is Flame in the Mist by Readathon. So that is my potential book pick for that one. The next prompt is to read a book in a scary futuristic setting. This can be, dystopian, utopian. The main book that comes to mind when I think of scary futuristic is Scythe by Neil Shusterman, because that's a false utopian story that is actually kind of realistic, and it's a tad horrifying.
Yeah.
Or Hunger Games. I'm currently rereading that, so just a couple of ideas for that one.
Or I'm thinking about reading The Maze Runner as another kind of utopian, dystopian. More dystopian than utopian.
Just bond with your 2012 self and go find one.
The next prompt is actually one that I believe we had last year as well, and that is to read a book with an orange or black, or an orange and black cover if you want to be extra about it. So one of the books that I'm probably finally going to read is The Haunting of Hill House, because this has a black and orange cover on it. At least the version I have does.
Yeah, it does. And the final prompt that we have for our fall-time readathon is to read a book that starts with the same letter of your name. So I'm going to try and find a book that starts with a C.
And my real name's Sara, so I'm going to try to find one that starts with an S.
Haven't thought about it yet.
Nope.
Not even a little.
This seems complicated.
It does. That's a lot of effort.
Also, right now, everything seems complicated because the world's falling apart.
It's also midnight.
It is.
So that's a thing. But
and
yeah.
We're high on energy drinks and alcohol. Bad combination.
I'm over 21, I promise.
I'm almost 30.
So that's going to be it for today's video. We will be coming out with some TBR videos individually when we finally decide what we want to read for this readathon, plus any other extras we plan on reading. I know Sarah's going to end up doing her game, which she will be showcasing later on this week, I believe. So get excited for that. And
surprise! Even to me!
Ta-da! So feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday.
And if you want to be reminded when we post these videos, hit the little bell icon down below, and you can find all of our contact information in the description.
And we will see you guys in our next video.
Bye!